Hi, my name is Dinesh and today I'm going to present a business case on how our organization can be benefited by going forward with BYOD concept, which is bring your own device. There is an increasing IT trend in today's world, as we all know, where employees, right from interns to executives, are interested in using their personal tablets, smartphones, iPads for all their work-related purposes. In this presentation, we cover certain important information related to the BYOD, its background and associated risks, along with the key advantages and challenges of implementing BYOD policy in our company. As part of implementing BYOD, we need to bring certain infrastructural and organizational changes, which are briefly explained. We need to successfully manage certain challenges in the organization related to technical, social, and business processes. The organizations that have successfully implemented BYOD are provided as part of this presentation. The strong reason behind selecting and implementing this latest technological trend in our organization is explained using financial analysis with tools such as internal rate of return and payback period. A business case sensitive analysis and scenario based analysis is performed to understand the future benefits of the project. Finally, the presentation is concluded by providing certain key recommendations, including the points to be considered by the management for implementing BYOD in our organization. The full form of BYOD is Bring Your Own Device, which is an organizational IT policy where employees are encouraged to use their personal mobile devices such as laptops, smartphones, and tablets to access systems and company data. Companies that are planning to start this policy may have four general options. Provide unlimited access to the company's data and systems for personal devices. Give access only to systems and data that are non-sensitive. Give controlled access to systems and data with the help of IT policies and security measures. Give access to systems and data but restrict employees to have local storage on their personal devices. As per the company's preferences, either one of the combination of these options can be used when implementing BYOD policy in an organization. And talking about the advantages and disadvantages, the concept of BYOD brings certain key benefits to our company as our employees will be given option of using their personal devices for work-related tasks. As employees are more comfortable using a personal device and have expertise in using it, the employee productivity may increase. Yeah. Allowing employees to use their own selected personal devices helps them avoiding carrying multiple devices, and they also prefer to use the devices they choose. This will increase employee satisfaction. IT-related costs may reduce and some shifted to their users as the company do not have to invest heavily to implement latest technologies. Updating software and hardware components at the devices is also easy as it's relatively cheaper to use personal devices. Employees may have any time and any device access that creates a positive user experience, boost employees' motivation levels, and also reduce companies' IT infrastructure costs with cloud computing approach, as this is the most common approach in the current technology. As there are different categories of devices that are using the company's IT network, the bandwidth may be distributed, and only way to resolve this issue is to increase the network bandwidth. But this may become expensive for the company. Enterprise BYOD may have challenges related to mobile printing, as all the devices are not supported with wireless or mobile printing. This is an area that has to be looked into by management. Different users may means different operating systems and applications used in the same system, and this may raise some questions related to content management, storage, and retrieval of data may be challenged. Company have to resolve issues related to legal, privacy, and compliance issues. It is the company's responsibility that users are following the standards and policies. Before implementing any new IT policy, it is a good idea to understand and estimate what kind of challenges and changes are to be brought in the existing IT network and infrastructure. Like mobility security has to be evaluated, including authentication, network access controls, and biometric usage. A single interface for the IT infrastructure usage, along with various applications, help employees when using their own devices. The infrastructure should support various kinds of operating standards and software platforms. The total number of users who will be using the BYOD concept in the company have to be studied in detail. Hiring technical experts to process the network and IT integration from existing system to new system will definitely help to easily access the new technology by the users. Automated and intelligent network management tools have to be used by the company to provide sophisticated security models. The infrastructure should be designed in such a way that it meets the growing demand and future needs of the company. The world's leading information technology research and advisory company, Gartner, predicts that by 2017, half of the employers will require their employees to supply their own devices for work-related tasks. This indicates the growing demand for BYOD and its implementation. Two organizations that successfully implemented BYOD are getting the benefits are briefly explained as follows. Dimension Data is headquartered in South Africa and has over 14,000 employees around the world. The BYOD policy was started by CIO Ian Jensen almost 3 years ago and have been successfully implementing this latest IT trend. They are able to keep up with mobility, have flexible work environment for employees, increase employee productivity, and reduce infrastructure costs. Also, St. Stephen's College is located in the fastest growing area in Southeast Queensland, and it is co-educational. Preparatory to Year 12, Christian Day School, college implemented campus-wide wireless network with high-speed cable internet access for best possible education resources. After implementing the implementation of BYOD, students were happy as they are able to use their own devices, and it increases the flexibility and parents do not have to purchase an additional laptop or pay any extra fees. Recent survey indicates excellent results in terms overall satisfaction and easy learning programs. There are definitely some associated risks. Latest trends in IT such as BYOD policies may pose increased security threats and data breaches to the company. Security issues and loss of confidential data to competitors may increase with increased customization in the workplace. The enterprise costs related to BYOD policy may be high, as we need more resources in terms employees, better security systems, and well-trained people for technical support. Also, some employees may expect company to pay for the device, and they may be unwilling to invest their personal money. Mobile devices get embedded into the business processes such as manufacturing, sales, and accounting, and they may security and privacy related issues for mobile devices access. Questions related to keeping the phone number may rise when employees relate to sales or customer facing roles leave the company. They may take the mobile number with them. Customers calling the mobile number may be calling the competition, and this may lead to loss of business as well. As part of implementing and successfully managed BYOD across the enterprise, companies should go through the following best practice methodologies. People from various business processes and backgrounds such as users, decision makers, developers, HR, and legal departments should get involved in this project. People should clearly understand and use the guidelines and the compliance procedures. Employees should be provided enough training and support related to what features can be used while working and how to use the unsecured Wi-Fi networks. When creating employee credentials, it is always recommended to have some secure features like an alphanumeric password protection. IT and network infrastructure should be capable of supporting the bandwidth required as part of BYOD implementation, and also should meet future demands. As part of the BYOD project implementation, company may incur certain operational and maintenance costs as mentioned in the slide. This project is expected to get good returns from the second year onwards. The detailed costs and benefits along with the net cash flows are listed in the slide. Before implementing huge projects like BYOD, we need to carefully analyze the costs and the benefits included in the project. Any project is not feasible. It is not getting good returns. If it is not getting good returns here. As part of the business case analysis, the payback period and the net present value of the projects are calculated. As per the cash flows from the BYOD project, it is calculated that the project will pay back in the fourth year. The initial investment of the project is $10 million, and after taking the yearly cash flows into consideration, the net present value is calculated as about $35 million. The discount rate is considered as 10%, and the internal rate of return is calculated. The internal rate of return of the BYOD project is obtained as 36%, and the project is set to return all the investments from the fourth year onwards. Considering the present value of the future cash flows and the initial investments of the BYOD project, the profitability index is calculated. The result obtained is 1.06425, which indicates that it is greater than 1, and therefore we can continue with the project as it is going to be bring some profits. Three scenarios were considered for this sensitivity analysis. Costs and benefits along with cash flows are considered for this analysis, and three scenarios considered are actual expectations, below expectations, and above expectations. The resulted NPV are also explained. Implementing BYOD project will bring advantages to the company with competitive edge, higher employer satisfaction and productivity. Also decrease in IT infrastructure and upgradation costs and keep up with latest technologies. Financial results indicates that management should definitely consider implementing this project, as the project will be paid back within 4 years from the start. The net present value of the cash flow is greater than the initial investment, and the internal rate of return of the project is about 36%. Also considering the initial investment and PV of future cash flows, it is understood that the project has a profitability index of 1.06425. And here are some of the list of references that I have used to get all this information. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.